Hey guys! Welcome to my first video. So today we are doing a look that is very much gonna be a neutral, pretty everyday type of look. First we should get my eyes primed. So I'm priming my eyes with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Looks like this right here. And that I am just going to pack all over my lid with a Morphe E8. Looks like this. We will be packing a neutral color right here in the palette. We'll be using this one. I'm not sure what that color is, but I'll link it below. All right here. Like I said, this is my first video, so if I'm like blocking the camera and everything, I'm so sorry. Never done this before. My M530, and that I am going to go in same palette, a little bit darker shade. We're gonna go in with this one right here. Just get a little bit on your brush, tap off the excess. We want to go in with this gradually. You just want to build up color right here. Right above there. I'm gonna make sure that's nice and blended with your other shade. Perfect. Okay. So with our next brush, a little different compared to this. It's a little thinner. As you can see, this is a ColourPop. I'm not sure what it's called, but it looks like that. We're going with that in a different, darker color. Tap off the extra, and this time you're going to want to specifically go in your crease. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I showed you earlier, but I'm using this darker color on the same 39A palette. Brain fart. Blend that in. Blending will be your best friend. So at this point, we are going to go ahead and use the KKW First Mario Bronzy right here in the palette. And we're going to pack that all over the lid. So now that we got that done, we're going to try to darken up the outer corner a little bit smaller of a brush. This is one of the ColourPop brushes that I used earlier. Just use that same brush. It's just the flat kind of brush. Just darken up that outer edge. We don't want to bring it into the crease too much. So as you can see, I'm just patting it. It's time to move on to the face. And I will be using two colors. I use the Fit Me foundation, the Matte Poreless. Currently I've been using two shades. I'm a little bit tanner than normal because it is summer. So I'm going with the Fit Me 120 and the Fit Me 122. And I do kind of build this up a little bit, just to make sure everything kind of blends in seamlessly. So that is my foundation. By the way, I did prime before I recorded the Angel Veil by NYX. That looks like this. That is my go-to right now because it's cheap and I'm cheap. So I will use the Smashbox concealer stick and bronze. And as far as blending goes, I like to use my e.l.f. small stipple brush. It just seems to work super well. Looks good. And then I go in with my concealer. This stuff does tend to dry pretty quickly on me, so you do want to get back in there with your beauty blender pretty quickly and get it all seamlessly blended out. Alright, so what I'll do next is I'll go ahead and bake my under eyes so that nothing creases, because I do have a tendency to crease under my eyes. So I just like to go in there and bake almost immediately so that does not happen. And also in between where my nose creases and my cheek, I'll tend to really crease there. So right here between my eyes, I like to do that a lot. And I tend to crease there really bad because of that. So that's where I focus my baking point, because I do not want to crease throughout the day. But I'll kind of just go in there with powder all over, just because I do tend to get greasier throughout the day. So to avoid that, I'll just go ahead and pack in that powder to those spots that you tend to crease at. And I'll go ahead and wipe away the excess here in just a minute. I'm using the RCMA translucent powder to just pack all over my face. Alright, so now that we have done that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with bronzer. And lately I've been using the NYX Matte Bronze. This is in shade Light, which tends to look a little pinky on my skin, so I don't use too much. Just enough to warm up my cheeks. Under my neck, or on my neck, not under. Is there an under part of your neck? Could be. It's new to me. Alright, now that we're all highlighted up, let's go ahead and do the under eyes. Actually, let's just get some blush in and out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and dab back into that. Go ahead and apply that. Alright, now let's go ahead and go into the under eyes. I'm going to use the Morphe E17 brush. It's kind of like a small pencil brush. And I'm going to go ahead and go back into the Dare to Create palette. And we're going to go ahead and go in with that first color we use for the eyes. Well, second color we use for the eyes. And we're going to go ahead and go right under the eyes for that. I like a really blown out smoky eye look. And that is what we're going to do. Good. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get our highlight. And with that, I'm gonna use a small pencil brush. That's gonna be our E30 brush. And I'm gonna go in with, I'm not sure what this highlight is. I will figure it out. It's from MAC. All right, so now we're gonna go in with some mascara. So we are gonna go in with Worth the Hype with NYX mascara. And I will not be applying falsies today, just because it is probably like 11 o'clock at night. I don't feel the need to do that. And I do recommend using a different mascara to use on your bottom lashes, but I don't have one at the moment, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Doesn't really work most of the time. I usually end up getting it stuck on my skin on the bottom, but let's be gentle and attempt to do this right now. And as far as lips goes, I think today we're just gonna go with a nude lip because the rest of the eye look, the rest of the face is very nudie. We're gonna go ahead and go in with a nude lip. Nude Chica. Just go ahead and apply this. And I love this color because it is very nude. But it's like a pinky, peachy nude. Alright guys, that is the look. It is a very neutral, very everyday look. It is not glam. It is just a simple, quick, everyday look that anybody could accomplish. Realistically, it comes down to just having the colors that work for your skin tone, and working with what you've got. But if you have any questions, ask me down below in the comments and I will make sure to get back to you guys. Thank you.